Welcome to the Fresh Cut! Noah just made me do this because he always starts.
Okay, I wanted you to have the chance to do this.
Mitchell makes me do this too, where all of a sudden he'll be like, okay, you talk. And then he turns the mics on, and then I panic.
I wanted you to have the opportunity. I'm sorry it was a little rushed, but like...
Okay, I appreciate the opportunity. Women empowerment, right?
Yeah, I was like, am I just steamrolling everything here? Oh boy, very important guest came yet, but we're still in the housekeeping section, so hopefully she knows to stay quiet. Oh, that did not sound very women empowering, did it?
I have no comment on that.
Okay, well, all I mean to say is I tried to give you the chance to lead the show, and you said that I made you, and that made me feel like I wasn't really doing much good at all.
I just wanted to explain why I probably sound panicked.
It was just, welcome to the Fresh Cut.
Well,
how panicked can that sound?
I don't know. Well, when I listen back on the YouTube channel, which actually I've never done that.
That's fine.
Do we have any housekeeping?
I would just say that it feels like it's been like a really long time since we did this, because last week we didn't do it on Monday, but we just did it on Sunday, so it's only one day longer than usual, but I still feel like I just got back from my summer vacation in Toledo.
Do you say vacation? Instead of vacation?
Staycation.
All right. Is that our only housekeeping?
Yeah.
So our guests can talk now, I think.
Yeah, why don't you introduce them?
All right. Today our guests are the one and only princess of campus, Amy Long, and our good friend, Ben Moffatt.
What's up, what's up?
Amy.
What's up?
She's been here enough. She doesn't care.
She's like, they know my voice. They don't have to hear me. Her presence is felt even when she doesn't speak.
That's true.
What's been new in your life since we saw you last? You were in a nice Palm Beach hat. Did you get that at spring break?
Yeah, been on spring break, came back. A lot of exams, a lot of papers that I need to do, but I haven't yet.
Amy Long and I went on spring break together for part of it.
And
Whoa, don't
And Ben
don't
Moffatt.
count me out on this.
Well, it was one at a time, and then I was going to go over to you.
Oh.
Okay, Ben Moffatt was awesome. Basically, the Fresh Cut minus Noah went on spring break.
He wasn't invited.
Sorry, Noah.
It was just the fresh then. So, anything else interesting, Amy? Any new hobbies? Have you taken up, like, hiking or canoeing or, like, I don't know, smoking?
Tobacco off campus.
Yeah, tobacco off campus, of course.
Oh, well, cool. It's nice that everyone has something to, like, look forward to in their spare time.
Just in there with the pipe.
Yeah, that's me.
Ben, what are your hobbies? Do you smoke pipes?
Very rarely. But I enjoy a good puff every now and then. But, when I'm not at the chicken house or at school, my time off campus is rare.
Does anyone ever call you Puff Daddy?
I've never been called Puff Daddy, but I am called Dad quite often.
Griffin Leonard, subtweet?
Griffin Leonard, if you're listening,
Probably not.
shout out
he's
because
a
he
night
calls me
class.
Dad all the time.
We'll send him the YouTube link. I'm also going to adjust this so it's closer to your mouth. Hopefully. Oh, just kidding. This is a little bit broken. Okay, well,
Why would our mics work?
this is Milligan College. We can't have anything that's nice.
Actually, Erin and I filmed a segment for our Stampede April Fool's show that we were not allowed to put on it because it was deemed too offensive to the administration.
All we did was say Milligan is expensive and ETSU is cheaper.
That was the gist. I guess we were technically advocating students go to ETSU instead, but what can I say?
Go Buffs!
Yeah, I love Milligan. It's just, I dread my future because of the money. Anyways,
Love Grandpa, though. I love Grandpa. Did you know that Bruce Montgomery is his grandpa?
No way.
yeah. Some people call you Dad. I call him Grandpa. It's a small world.
That's crazy. He taught me how to speak in speech class.
That's pretty impressive.
Ben Moffatt didn't know how to speak till he got to college.
It's very true.
Not for persuasive or demonstrative purposes.
No, but just speaking in general.
Yeah.
Come a long way.
I would love to have known high school band. Just know, communicating with grunts and, That means he's hungry. Sorry, let me go get this.
I mean,
Basically.
He made it pretty far before he got to... Are you like... I'm assuming you came to... You're not like 7, are you? You're not like some child prodigy.
I was at cookout the other night, and I had a conversation with this girl only using hand motions, and she understood everything I was saying.
That's called sign language.
I don't know sign language. But
He's a natural.
And I did actually take a guy's order who didn't speak either. He was a mute. And somehow I got his order right.
That's really
Ben
impressive.
works at Chick-fil-A, for those confused by his reference to the chicken house and or taking someone's order.
I thought you just had a little... I thought he kept chickens. A little disappointed now.
I've thought about it. Have some fresh eggs in the morning.
It's rewarding.
Yeah. Amy was going to keep them in her room.
Yeah, my RA found them, so we had to return them.
Did Kenjo attack them? I have not seen Kenjo since we've been back from
I
break.
actually saw him last night.
Okay,
so
thank
he's
goodness.
alive.
I was really nervous that it got too cold or someone ran him over.
Oh, he just died.
Well, Kenjo has 9 lives, so I don't know what life we're on, but I feel like it's not 9 yet.
Let's hope so.
A nice little story on mortality. Thanks for bringing that back to the show. We really have something like that every week. It's probably a problem.
Also, Kenjo is the campus mascot. Sorry, Brutus. He's a cat that roams around. Just for clarification.
Kenjo is. Brutus is not a cat that walks around. Brutus is our Buffalo mascot. And,
Who we actually talked about with Amy Long the first show. About
The graffiti.
the name that I can't say on the radio, but I want to say anyway. Vandal. Poor Brutus. If anyone vandalized Kenjo, though.
You've given me an idea now. It's my April Fool's joke.
You know, they
I'm gonna
accused
vandalize the
me
real.
of vandalizing Brutus.
They accused me of vandalizing
It's-
Brutus.
Did you see the pictures of me going around campus?
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
The picture that they sent in that email is... I love how wide-reaching it is in terms of how many people are assumed to be that person. It's like a really weird angle, I guess.
It was a very strange angle.
Everyone just said they knew I had bad knees, and their knees were like very warm.
Doing kind of like a stanky leg.
Yeah. And so they were like, "Oh, Erin, that has to be you."
Likes to dance, doing the stanky leg while spray painting. While I had your headphones in.
Listen, this is.
How do you think Erin dyes her hair? Do you dye your hair with spray paint, or am I just incredibly wrong?
Incredibly wrong. But nice try.
Okay. Well, it's a shame. I don't like to be wrong on my own show. Let's do some conspiracies.
Okay, let me put my water down.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Everything I do is undermining you.
No, my sticker just fell off my computer case. We'll come back to that. I'll tape it back on. I've had this computer case for 4 years. I had the articles put up, and then I realized it wouldn't be a surprise, so I have to re-pull them up.
Re-pull them up. Well, we can talk in the meantime. Everyone's favorite marsupial, go. Koala? Anyone?
Marsupial, like... I like koalas.
Do you know what a marsupial is?
No, not really.
No one did an information speech on that in that speech class you took?
That looks terrifying.
I did mine on Star Wars, actually.
Hey, that's awesome.
Okay, I need to keep this going because the internet's not working.
Yeah. Did you know that eucalyptus leaves that koalas eat actually make them drunk and kind of poison them? That's why they sleep all the time.
Yeah.
We all have, it's just, life's hard for all of us, and we all have our coping mechanisms. Other marsupials include kangaroos, some ones some of them we don't really keep in our zoos around here, so I don't know all of them. They're common in Australia. They have pouches. That's a defining characteristic, I believe. Amy, you haven't said a word on marsupials.
I love kangaroos, I guess.
Are there
Can't go wrong.
There we go. Time.com, so my source is reputable. That's a word I always fear I'm going to mispronounce. Actually, there's an Elvis Presley poster in here. He's looking down upon us. All right. So have y'all heard about any of the conspiracy theories that Elvis Presley is still alive?
I have.
Nope.
All right. I forget that Amy didn't grow up in America, where this is like a foundation of us.
He was all we had.
So, do you know who Elvis Presley is?
Yes.
Okay, just didn't want to over-explain or under-explain. Just needed that advertisement. So, he died on August 16th, 1977. And there are different theories as to why he died. There's so many advertisements. Documents. Some think that he was connected to the mafia. Or, like, this is why they think... I worded that poorly. This is why people think he still was alive. But now he would be dead. So...
Wait,
So he's dead?
Either way, he's so old enough that he would be dead now. But this is why people think he faked his death. Or his death was faked. So one was connection to the mafia. Because they were after him and he had to escape them. That's really all there is to that one. Frick, the internet is not working and it's not loading everything. I know there's one that we talked about on this article that he became good friends with the president, whoever the president was at the time. I'm not remembering right now.
Bush.
My good friend George W. Bush. And he was, like, tired of being a musician. And so he was like, yo, put me in witness protection program. And maybe it was Nixon. This is a lot less convincing without all the facts.
It would have been so much easier for him to just, like, put out a bad album.
Is this just your conspiracy theories?
No.
Like making them up?
I feel like if he put out a bad album, his house would probably get egged or something. You know? Like,
Things were different then. Not everyone has a ton of chickens like you.
I mean, I gotta say, they're hiding around campus. You know. So if you see one,
Easter
don't
egg
be
hunt,
alarmed.
but it's a real egg.
Yeah.
Terrifying. And so there was one that was going around Facebook actually pretty recently. But it was shared originally in, like, 2015. But it was a scam. But it was that he was, like, put in witness protection program and then, like, they faked his death. There was one theory that the FBI enlisted Elvis Presley as an undercover agent to help to infiltrate a criminal organization called a fraternity. And he volunteered, quote, spurred by his love of America and respect for the FBI, end quote.
All right, guys, this is a tough operation.
So
Let's ask
Let's
Elvis.
send the most recognizable man we have.
into a frat.
Yes.
Oh.
Must have been ETSU.
And then, quote, Elvis faked his death because he was going to be killed and there was no doubt about it, end quote. There's 2 police cars. I mean, sending Elvis Presley into, like, any criminal organization when he's one of the most famous men in America, no doubt he was going to be killed.
Think you're gonna die? Well, you show those losers and just pretend to die. Die on your own time. That's the Fresh Cut motto.
Die on your own time. There's also evidence from his tombstone, because there are slip-ups from Presley's family in media interviews and misspelling on his tombstone as part of a cover-up. They say that his middle name was purposely spelled wrong. So his middle name was Erin. That's not why I picked this, because it's the boy version of Erin. But it was spelled A-A-R-O-N instead of A-R-O-N. Just want to let everyone know that I've never heard of a boy Erin spelled A-R-O-N. I think his mom just messed up from the beginning and tried to correct it at the end. Yep, that's one of the other theories.
Okay.
So those are the 3 main ones. Do any of them seem credible to you?
I think he could have gotten mixed up with the mafia.
That's my favorite one, too.
We love a good mafia. Actually, I had a family member in the mafia. Fun fact.
I just want to know which mafia. The Russian mafia, the Italian, like, what are we dealing with here?
It was, I'm sorry, guys. I feel very personally connected to Elvis, even though I've listened to almost none of his music. But because he had the poster in this room, the thought of him dying or almost dying or being dead now all frightened me in different ways. And what if he didn't die, and all these years we had more Elvis, and he didn't share any of his Elvis with us?
I just read back, and it just says the mafia. Some FBI lady was
The big
saying,
one.
I don't know, the American mafia?
Oh, then that's not too big of a deal.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The American one.
You know, I don't know. I think they did an autopsy on him, so even if he wasn't dead, he's dead. They killed him when they opened his body up. why I think this conspiracy theory is...
Erin has been so against the Elvis conspiracy theory.
I
didn't realize she was bringing it today. I was surprised.
Well, I said it...
Flabbergasted.
I said it last week, so I had to.
It's true.
I just think stutter. There are some conspiracy theories that have some merit behind them. These ones they literally they performed an autopsy. So, like, they cut this man open.
Maybe that's part of the cover-up. Maybe he is part
they
of
did a good job.
The president helped him out, so they did an autopsy.
They take requests like that, those presidents.
Might as well. I mean, you never know.
Bush started the war.
On drugs and killing Elvis.
The war on Elvis. I was going to say Bush started several wars because students called him and said they needed a few days off of school. They were drafted. Just kidding.
You need to get Andrew Shepard here to talk about Bush. That's
Andrew Shepard and I have had a good couple conversations about... I love George W. Bush. He's one of my celebrity crushes.
There's a lot going on between him and the dollar. And the Illuminati. You never know.
Do you have a conspiracy theory?
I don't really know, but Andrew does. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's not good radio if...
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Well, stay tuned and see if Andrew Shepard ever comes on our show.
We're actually running out of, weeks.
Yeah, this is more popular than we realized.
I mean, people don't listen to us, but they want to be on the show, except we once a week just bring on someone that's already been on. Thanks, Amy, though.
No problem.
Yeah, Amy's our biggest and quite possibly only fan. Except my mom really likes Noah. I don't know if you're listening. She listened... Oh, last week she listened because it was on a Sunday. She's driving my sister to dance right now. But Noah helped host Music Buffs Live and afterwards texted me and said the best part was Noah. But I had been singing with Mitchell Hancock and my mom was like, no, it was the best part. So...
I only really talked for half of it too, because then...
Okay, don't rub it in, Noah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, my mom's a realist. Have you guys ever heard of the band The Doors?
No.
Okay, well, this is really disappointing. They're one of my favorite classic rock... Well, one of my favorite bands. They're a classic rock band. And their lead singer, his name was Jim Morrison. I wanted to pause for dramatic effect. Really, that wasn't the place. And...
His name was Jim Morrison.
That was the place. I should have paused in between.
You guys, have you never heard of him?
No.
Why does this... I feel like this happens more often than it should on our show.
Can you look and... I wonder if we have a Doors song. Do you know how to do that?
I feel like we don't, and I don't know how to mess with any of that, so...
Okay, I'll tweet some links to the Doors music. Everyone check them out. Okay, so there's a lot of conspiracy theories surrounding his death as well. I try to do a theme. You know, did Elvis Presley really die? Did Jim Morrison really die?
That's a majority of our conspiracies,
a lot of conspiracy theories are about death.
Celebrity deaths.
But those are the ones people talk about.
Fair.
We already talked... well, I can't spoil who's going to come on, hopefully this semester, and not talk about celebrity deaths. That was the most vague statement ever. I'm going to continue because I'm digging myself.
I don't even know what you meant.
A pretty deep hole. Okay, so the official statement made by the authorities was that Jim Morrison died from heart failure, even though his heart was it was deemed healthy right before his death. So a lot of fans don't believe this. And it comes from the official story. The disbelief in the official story stems from the fact that an autopsy was not performed due to the fact that the examiner did not suspect foul play. So they never cut him open.
Mm-hmm.
And
Didn't
so
have the president having his back.
Yeah, definitely not this is no undercover thing here. If he's alive, is that what we're getting to? Is that he's alive?
Yeah.
Well, then he would have had to work pretty hard on his own.
Yeah, there's no government backup. And then also right after his death, there was a media blackout concerning the event. So everyone was like, what the heck? What's happening? So what happened on the night of his death is not really sure. But what is known, I can't paraphrase this. I have to read this because I'm not a Jim Morrison expert. What is known is that Pamela Corson, his longtime girlfriend, found him dead in the bathtub of their apartment.
Wait, it says Parisian apartment.
I'm trying to make some of it.
That seems like a weird detail to me.
Yeah. Parisian apartment. And it seems that French medical examiners found no evidence of foul play and ruled Morrison's death a result of natural causes. And according to his obituary, Morrison had seen a doctor in Paris last Saturday about a respiratory problem and had complained of this problem on the day of his death. The official stance was that 27-year-old Jim Morrison died of heart failure. 27 Club. Also, do you guys know the 27 Club?
No.
Listen.
We just brought
Erin,
you on here to educate.
Maybe you should stop briefing people before the radio show.
Sorry that we expect people to know what a marsupial is, who's died. I don't know about you guys, but every time the new Johnson City Press comes out, first thing I do, check the obituaries. See if Morrison died. For real or for fake.
All right, that was a little aggressive. 27 Club, there's a group of celebrities that have all died at age 27. Amy Winehouse, Kurt Cobain, Jim Morrison, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Brian Jones. He was the lead singer of the Beach Boys. All these people, they've all died at age 27. And so it's like, that's a conspiracy in itself.
Who's protecting Lorde? I don't want her to die.
I don't want her to die.
She's got a few years. No, she's far away, but...
She's got a couple of years. Lana Del Rey said that she wanted to join the 27 Club, but that was during her emo phase. What'd you say?
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, that is... Ooh, everyone pray for Lana Del Rey. But this was like 3 years ago, and she was like trying to be super, super edgy. Now she's more...
I wish I were dead.
Phase, like...
Yeah. Okay.
If I ever see 30 candles on my birthday cake, I'm going to be so upset. Forgot. Can't say everything.
Oh, we didn't introduce our game.
Oh, yeah.
Well, just for Ben.
We play a game called band name, stripper name. We say stripper on the radio. It's fine.
Okay.
Baby name. So if something weird or funny is said, you can be like, oh, that's a good band name, and we'll judge it for the other things. Like,
we had one earlier today.
27 Club. Pretty good band name. Pretty,
Emo stripper name. Don't really like that.
Yeah, no. And that's a horrible name to give your baby, but that's the gist of it.
Okay.
Also, what's your best lawnmower noise? This is the fresh cut. We like to see everyone's... we're named after lawnmowers.
Like a straight riding mower, no.
See, that's...
Special attachments.
Artist interpretation.
Well, let's see. I'm trying to think here for a sec. Okay. I don't know.
That was a little more weed whacker than lawnmower, I think.
Is it? You gotta be like more high pitched, like.
There.
I normally just wear headphones and listen to music while I mow lawns. I don't listen to the sweet noise of it whacking grass.
Amen.
Amy, have you done your lawnmower sound yet?
No, and I don't plan on, because I hate lawnmowers, especially here at Milligan College.
That's what our
fair.
show is named after.
Every time I'm trying to take a nap, homeboy's out there on this little thing. like
Is your turn?
I'm trying to nap here.
It's a shame. I was wondering if they sound different, like through someone that has like a different accent than me, but I'll ask someone else.
We'll have to bring Nathan Baker on. He's the only other person on Milligan's campus with an accent. Or we could bring Kayla Baker. She's a very southern.
Yeah.
Poppy or...
Poppy. Oh, I'm so sorry,
There's multiple
Poppy.
people from...
Nathan just sits behind me in class.
He came in my room the other night to watch It with a bunch of people.
Terrifying.
Yeah, they were all sitting on the
not
couch.
Ben's room.
And I put on my stormtrooper mask and sneaked up behind them. They were very frightened. It was a good time.
Did you make your lawnmower noise? That would have scared him.
I should have, but I wasn't prepared for that one.
That's true. That's true.
Are you ready to get back to some Jim Morrison conspiracy theories?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so the fact that he was only 27, that there was no autopsy, and that his passing was not announced until 4 days after his death. These are like the three big main factors into why people were like, what actually happened to this dude? So, I feel like I have to burp. Okay, sorry, it went away.
How many shows have been ruined because Erin had to burp and we had to cut it off?
So, the first conspiracy theory is that he faked his death. There was a 2009 interview conducted by ClassicBands.com. I I've never heard of that before, but with Gerald Pitts, and he claimed that Jim, when he pulled this off, he took drugs to make himself look dead. He was in a coma and woke up 6 weeks later. He claimed that...
That's called dying. That's called... You need sustenance in those 6 weeks, so you probably died.
Well, Pitts claims that Morrison was living on a ranch, raising horses, and working as an actor, with Pitts as his agent. That doesn't really... wait, I'll keep my opinions to the end. This was not the only theory. The other one was that he did not die of natural causes, but of supernatural causes. Now, hold on, I know. So, he was shortly married to a woman named Patricia Kenley, who was a witch coven high priestess. They were married in a Celtic itch hand fasting ceremony where they were both cut and drank each other's blood. It was the non-traditional ceremony, and her pagan beliefs had sparked the rumor that she used some sort of witchcraft to kill Morrison. You know.
Any chances he was on narcotics?
Oh,
At any point in this time?
absolutely. This is... Yes. Another theory is that he died in the bathroom stall of the Rock and Roll Circus nightclub because of a heroin overdose.
There we go.
And then when they found him, they put his body back into his apartment and put him in the bathtub.
So he was
That's
still
pretty...
dead?
But he's still dead, but it wasn't the dead that we know.
It's a pretty cool way to... Other than the heroin, like, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
Weekend at Bernie's. Have him walk down the street.
Slightly terrifying. Because this was because they didn't want the club owner didn't want a scandal in his club. So he was like, get him out of here. Those are the main conspiracy theories regarding his death. If you look at this picture of him, you can 100% tell that, oh, that was not what I wanted. That he was on drugs. But I mean, this was during like early 70s, late 60s, so everyone was on drugs. So, do you have a favorite conspiracy theory out of this one?
No.
His witch wife.
Be careful. Please don't marry any witch coven high priestesses, everyone.
You think, like, oh, a priestess, she sounds nice. And then, oh, there she is, practicing her magic again. Oh, my gosh. I wanted to do the sand at the wedding. She wanted to do the blood thing. It's just how, oh, man, what's the family going to think?
No lie, I actually had a friend whose dad was married to this woman. And, you know, you don't live with them. Like, he wasn't living with her before they got married, but after he got married, she'd, like, leave all the time at night. And turns out she was in a cult and doing some interesting activities. And they plotted to murder him. And they had to get out.
Well, in fairness, it's nice that people have, like, stuff going on in their lives. I know once you reach a certain point in adulthood and people don't get out as much, and sometimes their jobs become their lives. So it's nice that, like, she had something going on.
Yeah. I think if you're married and you're not part of a cult out there plotting the death of your loved one, then what are you doing with life? Right?
Did you know that Noah's married?
I am married. I should make sure she's not in any cults. I've been fine with just insulting her.
Well, congratulations on being married.
Oh, it's not... It hasn't been that long. The real struggles hit, like, 10 years in. It's when you can't hear as well. I mean, I will still be pretty young at that point, but I keep my music pretty loud on my headphones, so I probably won't hear as well. So that leads to miscommunication, and miscommunication leads to fighting, and fighting leads to cults. Every time.
Sure does.
Okay, excuse me. I did not know what I am Irish. Erin does mean Ireland, but I didn't know what a Celtic itch hand fasting ceremony is, so I Googled it, and it looks like they're just holding hands with, like, ribbon around it, but Wiccan wedding. Apparently, wow, this guy's a great man bun. They're both Wiccans. Oh, that lady has a... Okay, I'm not really entirely sure what it is, but it looks like they're kind of just, like, getting married and they're holding hands. All I did ate for dinner was hummus, but my stomach is making a ruckus. They're just holding hands and they have stuff tied around it.
Yeah,
the rite of hand fasting. This certifies that Chris and Karen have committed each other.
Read it verbatim.
By the rite of hand fasting, joined together in love and light. Aw, congrats. 2008. It's almost been 10 years. I'll tweet a picture, y'all. So do you think Jim actually died that day, or do you think he faked his death? Do you think he died in the nightclub? Do you think...
I think he was on drugs and died.
I kind of, as much as I want his ex-witch wife to have sent whatever into his body, I think he died in the nightclub.
Nightclub. Noah, do you have any opinions?
Yeah, I think it was drugs. That'll do the job. Heroin. Bathtub heroin. Maybe that one was it.
Good band name.
Bathtub heroin. Great band name.
Terrible baby name.
Bad
Absolutely
baby
awful.
name and really strange stripper name, but I guess maybe some people are into that. Some people are into their evil witch priestess wives. Wives? That's not it.
That could be a band name right there.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Still not a great stripper name, but we'll find one eventually. So, Amy, do you even care which one it was?
No.
You never seem interested in our conspiracies.
And it's really just the ones I bring.
Yeah.
Good thing we're friends outside of this
That's
show, or
true.
this would be really awkward.
It would.
You know, I actually really want to know what happened to that plane that left Australia. Did they ever find that?
What timeline are we talking? Like, recently?
Like-
The Malaysian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I know there was, like, a plane that went missing a couple weeks ago, and I was like...
Another one went missing?
I don't know if it was... I think...
I think? Shoot, getting that southern accent over
Yeah, I can't wait. Do your lawnmower accent.
I just sounded like Shrek for a second. You know, we can look that
Erin's hero.
up. My two heroes are iCarly and Shrek.
iCarly's not even her name.
Well, I don't really like Miranda Cosgrove. I just like iCarly.
Ouch.
I do like looking up the theories of TV shows and how they're connected.
Oh
And one that
boy.
I saw was that crazy Steve from Drake and Josh kidnapped Megan, and Megan is Carly, and iCarly.
iCarly.
Okay, when I googled Malaysian... airline. It was...
Malaysian airline found. I thought you put food.
I don't know what the sun is. Oh, it's UK.
The sun.
We're
Do you
catering to a...
Do you know the sun, Amy?
I do.
Are you familiar
Is it
with
good?
it?
Is this a reliable?
It's not a reliable.
Oh.
People don't like the sun.
Really?
No.
Well,
On page 3, there's some interesting pictures of women.
this is online. We're going online.
Just because we can say stripper doesn't mean...
We are strippers.
Though I don't want to limit our options.
The search is off for this
About to
plane.
graduate.
On January 17th, 2017, they officially suspended looking for it. I know, I'm just...
Well.
It's gone.
What can you do?
Yeah.
Some researchers say that they've been looking for the wrong...
You lose things sometimes.
It was carrying 239 passengers and crew. Alright. Also, my family's talking about FAFSA right now. I guess.
I find this conspiracy theory a lot more like sad than a lot of the other ones we talk about, though, because it's still pretty recent.
Yep. Alright, Noah, take it away.
All right. Well,
Amy knows the gist, but...
yeah, Amy probably gets it by now. Here's the deal. When we have Amy on, we just think it's a shame that... You know nothing about our show, do you?
I do not. I normally work on Mondays.
Oh, we're
Fair.
in luck.
Fair.
That's
Okay.
probably not a good
Yeah,
Thanks
I
for-
won't attack you then. Anyways,
Thank you for spending your free time with us on a radio show you've never heard of.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Amy needs love. And we've tried... How many times? Is this our third? Yeah, it's March, so it's our third attempt.
It was Dalton and then...
Dalton Smith, we started off pretty weak, and then we had Zach Leslie on, and he's a pretty talented guy. He's funny, but
Wrong soccer team.
right off the bat, yeah, he also like talked a lot about Bigfoot, and I can see how that could be disconcerting. Although it's probably weirder for you to come in today, and one of the first things this guy says is, "People call me Dad." It's odd for this situation, but we're gonna work with it.
But that's actually kind of perfect. with the questions we're gonna ask.
Yes. Well, we'll get there in a sec. First, I want to say, please, Amy, if you have it in you at all, just be a little more open-minded because we're running out of semester.
Okay, I'll try.
And we
need to be successful.
Yeah, if I graduate.
Party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking more ring by spring, but we'll get there.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, that's much more Milligan appropriate. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because
I really want to live in MSA next year. So.
I think that's a good way to do it. Or you can have Milligan not take care of like your water pipes or whatever, and they burst and you get kicked out. Although they didn't get to go to MSA. The Web Boys got to go to MSA.
Web Boys, good band name.
Web Boys, great band name, weird stripper name. Unless it's like a Spider-Man based male strip club.
Never mind.
Anyways, bad baby name. So I hope this is the time.
One.
Yeah.
Kiwi and Montana. We're trying to set you up, Ben, with Amy. Nothing's
okay.
going on here.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah.
Ben, first question: do you take your vitamins?
Sometimes.
All right.
Okay.
That's the best answer we've gotten.
Yeah. Although to be fair, Amy doesn't care because she doesn't take
I
hers.
still don't take them.
Amy.
You know, it's easier than you think to join the 27 club, Amy. Take care of yourself. This is why we need you to get married so fast. Enjoy life while you have it. Not that you.
6 more years.
Yeah, it's not like you have to be married to enjoy life, but I want you to be able to experience everything life has to offer. That's why after we get you married, we're gonna try to like.
Heroin in the bathtub.
Yeah, we're gonna do some heroin in a bathtub, and we're gonna like. I don't know what's some other cool bucket list stuff.
Bungee jumping.
Bungee jumping, sewing. Just in case she's interested in that, I guess. I don't really want to, but want to explore our options. Anyways, previously we've kind of worked with introductory level matchmaking. Do we have chemistry? Do we have anything in common? And that just hasn't worked for us so far. So I was like, well, what if we consider the bigger picture? So today we're going to be focusing on your skills together as parents. So, in this case, call him Dad all you want, because, you know, I actually hate that Anyways, this is life, and
This is us.
if you do have kids, if this does go well, please don't die at 27. Take your vitamins. Anyways,
Take care of your kids.
Erin and I are going to spontaneously come up with some, I guess, scenarios that you might have to deal with as a parent.
Oh.
And I guess, and you let me know when you think of any, Erin. I'll start. So, first let's get there. You fall in love on this radio show. Maybe it was love at first sight. Maybe it was more,
Definitely love at first sight.
Okay, good.
We won't tell Poppy.
Yeah, don't tell Poppy.
Who's Poppy?
My other British love.
Oh, no.
Spring break and said joke. Sorry I brought it up on the radio.
Erin, I feel like you're the one. You're the reason this keeps falling. You know what? I think I'm just projecting because I blame myself. Anyways, you fall in love. You get married, ring by spring. You get married on Wonderful Wednesday. It's super cute, and that's actually the theme of Wonderful Wednesday this year. Wonderful Wednesday, if you don't know, for some reason, if you listen to this show, they let us out of class. They let us out of our classes that we pay for one day a year. It's pretty nice, actually. We don't complain much, except actually we complain that they should spend more money on it and make it nicer. So anyways, you get married, and I mean, I'm assuming you're both Christians and you go to a Christian college, so you have babies like almost immediately, and
Most likely.
Right after the season's over.
Yeah.
Senior season ends and
Senior day.
that's
ring
exactly
by
what Jesus
spring,
wanted.
baby by
Senior day.
yeah, sure. I couldn't think of a rhyme. So, also your wedding. You're actually both going to take the name Long because you had the hashtag prepared. We belong together. And it was really cute and very progressive. Everyone was like, wow, he took her last name. That's pretty cool. And he's like, it's pretty good. Last name, I don't care. It's great. So now you have kids. Their last names are also Long. You have 12 of them. but we're gonna start with
Very
one, and maybe we'll
Christian.
work very Christian. Christian.
Call it the footlong family.
I won't.
I love that.
So, and 3 of them are adopted because you care about those. And anyways, your first baby, they're now 5 years old. And as happens with a lot of parents, while you're not paying attention, they've got their scissors, and it's a girl. She's like, I want to have a nice new haircut, and I'm gonna save them some money from taking me to the barber, because I hate barbershop quartets, and it reminds me of that. So you're like, you walk into the room and you see this kid cutting off her hair, and it's not just that. You notice that the hair, she's cut almost all of it off her head. What is remaining is almost definitely a swastika. You feel very uncomfortable, I hope. And what are you going to say to this kid?
So it's like a swastika, like, of hair?
Yes.
I mean, I guess it's good art. Some skill to be able to do that.
Amy is supporting swastikas.
I was actually going to say, first off, like, I'm impressed that my 5-year-old kid is talented enough to use a pair of scissors.
This is no.
Make a swastika.
No.
They're meant for each other. What the heck?
This is not good.
But I mean, immediately I'd be like, all right, well, we're going to,
Get
clip
rid
off
of
the
that.
rest of the hair,
That's a good call. You gotta have the talk with your kid. Swastikas are bad. And
Jewish people are good.
you may have a future in a salon because you didn't really hurt yourself. It's pretty impressive for a 5-year-old.
Exactly.
Okay,
All right. Fair. Do you have any? Yeah, Erin?
I had thought of one, but it's definitely not that good.
Well, let's hear it.
You'll have to help me out in making it fresh cut funny.
Okay.
Good hashtag.
Fresh cut funny. I like that.
Thanks. Okay, so this will be your 6th child. They'll be we'll go 4. And
So we've had 6 children in this specific year.
You've had 5. And a couple of foster care children.
well, yeah, you're spacing it out. You're like, you just want to have kids forever.
You love
Awesome, right?
the birth is your favorite thing.
No wonder I'll be in the 27 club.
And I guess we better get started immediately.
I don't have time to raise them, so I'm just gonna have enough so that certainly one of them gives me a good legacy.
All right, and this could be the one. They have just expressed love for color, and they take all the little petals off the flowers and make pictures. And so you bought them like an art kit for kids. You got them the paper, everything. You put them up in the playroom, and Ben's supposed to be watching them, but he fell asleep. Amy comes in from cooking dinner. Ben's had a long day at work. No one's
I
mad
thought we
at
were
him.
progressive.
Yeah, what happened? I think a few kids in and
I kind of want to be a stay-at-home dad. And,
See, this is why he was watching you. He was a stay-at-home dad. Amy comes in.
For my hard 9-to-5 job that I go to every day.
Amy comes in, slams her briefcase down.
and she still makes dinner, but not for them. She does it for her. They get the leftovers.
Yeah, Amy likes to cook. She comes in and she sees this beautiful drawing on the wall. Not on the paper, not on the carpet, on your white wall. They just went to town. And it looks really, really good, but also really, really not what it's supposed to be.
It's got like, it looks like an impressionist painting, and it does not remind you of swastikas.
Yeah, you've moved on from that.
I think it will remind us of like a humanities art slide that
Yeah.
we were dressed as at like that big party. So
That's a hint. Ask her to that big party, Ben. But what are y'all going to do with this humanities art slide on your wall?
Well, first off, again, very impressed with not only the fact that they drew something amazing, but I remember being 7 years old and I got a hold of Sharpies and drew all over myself. And so, first off, very impressed. Second off, I mean,
It's your genes that are
Who's-
doing this.
who's to say, like, we can't put a little bit of art in the room? What if we made it the creativity wall? the burst out of the box. Put things where they're not supposed to be.
Oh, no.
This is
This is an omen. Dalton Smith is back in the room. Why does this always happen?
I have a show the next hour.
He's in football pajama pants. He was not successful with Amy, and his life has gone downhill since.
Sorry,
then that is a warning of what could happen.
So, should I be worried that he showed up?
No, not even
He's
remotely.
trying to...
No, he has
Okay.
no chance.
Okay.
Amy, what are you gonna do?
I mean, it can stay on the wall. Like I said, we're progressive. We encourage creativity, expression.
Their poor kindergarten teacher.
Okay, yeah. Their kindergarten teacher's going to have some trouble. Speaking of which, one day you get a call from your kindergarten, not your personal kindergarten teacher, but your children.
Which kid is this? Have we been through a few?
No, we're going back in time. This is number 4.
My favorite one.
But
Okay.
My favorite child.
And
What's his name?
can we name him Peter?
PETA.
You have so many chances to name them. I'm sure you can name one whatever you want, and there will be no issue.
But so we're familiar with
Don't
this
name
picture,
any
no?
Poppy, though, because that might stir up some bad emotions. Okay, so
Sorry, Amy.
you hear from the school, and it turns out that this kid, Peter, well, turns out he's something of a problem child. Even though he acted pretty good at home, although, in fairness, he's a bit of a narc, he would later, rat on his sibling for drawing on the wall. But that's how you found out, because, you're so busy, you didn't really look at it. But at this school, you find out that your kid has been bullying some of the other students, and it's it's not even like these other problems. The kids have at least been gifted, but this kid's really not even doing that good at bullying. There's this there's a short kid in class that he likes to pick on, and he doesn't call him shortstop. He doesn't call him. He doesn't make any remarks about how little he is. He just says he's stupid. There is so much to work with. The kid also had red hair. Not that that's appropriate to make fun of, but at least institutionally is a little more accepted and easy to work with. I'm not condoning it. I don't know. I'm just spewing out words.
So what do you do with your dumb bully?
He's my favorite child, so nothing. I buy him some candy.
Well, I will take a quote from American Sniper.
Oh God.
In this
Your
house,
wife's not even American.
there are. Well, I just think this is a great quote.
Okay. Sorry.
There are 3 types of people in this world. There are wolves, sheep, and sheepdogs.
I'm terrified.
Wolves are the bullies because they attack the sheep, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then sheep can be the helpless, and sheepdogs the caregivers, right?
Mm.
And so we're not going to have wolves in our house, right? So, first off, he's dumb. We're going to send that boy to boarding school. He's going to gain some knowledge real quick. Second off, we don't condone bullying, so he'll probably hang upside down for a little while.
Amy, are you okay with any of this?
As long as it happens when I'm at work.
He's going to be at boarding school. You're not going to get to see your favorite son.
I'll visit him on weekends.
I mean, we have 12 of them. I mean,
Not yet. He's your 4th.
well, we're working on it. We already now. We planned it out.
Mm-hmm. I'll go see him on my maternity leave, which I'm constantly on.
It actually works out great because she's on maternity leave so much that we created a YouTube channel called The Footlong Family, where we became YouTube famous, and so we're getting a check from her work and a check from YouTube, and
We're just living it up.
yeah.
That's pretty
It's like-
impressive.
I should have had the last name long.
You want to have
Stretch my
9?
family segment.
You want to have 9 kids, plus go through the painful process of adopting 3 other kids.
I only want to adopt, but I could still adopt 12.
That's expensive. Anyways,
Okay, I have
that's
one.
impressive. Okay, let's hear it.
This was a real life situation. I'm not going to disclose who this actually happened to.
Your kid, you come home and they have blue hair.
Okay, that'll be the next one. For this one, it was a tough parenting situation for a parent that I'm close to. So your 8th child. By this time, you start the older kids kind of start to raise the younger ones. Just how it goes. And they're how old did we say? Were they in kindergarten? The last child.
Yeah.
Okay, so good. It's the same teacher, and they're at recess, and there's some poop on the yard, and they stick their foot in it, and they start chasing the boys around, playing poop tag and sticking poop on all the boys.
So this is our daughter.
This is your daughter. And she is just putting poop on all of the boys. Playing poop tag. What are you going to do when you get that call from that same kindergarten teacher?
This is probably my favorite child right here.
What are you going to do?
I would give her a high five.
Well, careful which hand you high five.
Don't touch her shoes.
You're like, let's make sure you wash up. Gonna teach her the...
Boys are crap.
That's why she was putting it on them. Trying to put it where it belonged.
But she also
Very
needs to know
progressive.
that she needs to wash up afterwards. Make sure we're not getting E. coli or pink eye or any of that crap going around.
And poop.
Especially with 8 kids at this point.
All right.
So we have no problems with poop in this house.
Your teacher's going to... All right, we're just going to ignore the fact that your teacher continues to call you about this. You just stop answering the phone. And someone you do, you say, sorry, but we don't really pick up telemarketers.
I'm sorry my child is cleaning up poop off the playground for you. Like, what else do you want,
You know the rest of our family. They're a bunch of artists. This one's just a little more different in how she expresses it. All right. Child number 9 which is
we haven't
your
gone past elementary school.
first.
We should move into middle school and high school. Thought.
All right. Well, yeah, we're in middle school now, or some of them are. Well, they're all pretty close in age, by getting them all in before age 27 for Amy. But they and they've gone through a lot at this point, but they're learning about life. They're understanding how things work. One of them got in trouble because she gave some of her younger siblings swastika haircuts. Didn't go well. But the other one gave them poop. So here we are, middle school, and it's a brand new school for them, or this one specifically. What's its name? Is it a boy or girl?
It can be a girl.
All right. I like how you said that. It can be. That is very
We're very
progressive. What if?
Whatever it wants to be.
Okay. You buy them all gray outfits so they can work from there. And are generally pretty nice about things as long as they are not taking stances of Nazi Germany. And so here they are in middle school, and this kid comes home and talks about how help me out, Erin.
How they were talking about pot brownies on the bus. And they want to know if they can have some.
But the children, because I don't want to make this, you're so progressive, you'd probably be fine with it. But let's say the children giving the pot brownies are notoriously
Children of gang members.
yes, they're involved in the mafia.
So we're dealing with like a lot of laced brownies and
Yeah.
probably gonna go on.
Because this one it's legalized, but for 21 and above, not for 12-year-olds.
Yeah. These kids are also known to deal with other things like heroin from time to time, though they've never had it in their brownies thus far. And I don't think anyone has. Don't think it works that way. I don't actually know much about heroin. But heroin and their favorite is bath salts.
Ooh.
Same.
Amy, that was a joke. That was a joke. Amy just said.
That's not progressive, Amy. That is dangerous. Do you want your kids taking anything from these other kids?
Probably not, but You know, if they're gonna do it, they're gonna do it. Without them tell me about it.
Freaking Atticus Finch over here doesn't want to raise her children.
Well,
I don't know
I
what it
mean,
means.
my dad told me growing up, he goes, you can do whatever you want to in life. Just know that there will be a consequence for everything you've done, everything you do. And if you can deal with the consequence, then go for it.
So you're gonna give your 12-year-old the option to eat laced weed brownies.
But, I mean, I would tell him, I mean, I wouldn't do it if I were you because there would probably be some pretty bad consequences. But if you're willing to accept the consequence, you're free to do what you want.
Your kids are either gonna take over the world or all die at age 27.
All right.
I'm surprised I'm living to this day.
It's very difficult.
These genes. Okay, we'll say you're about to become grandparents.
Am I still pregnant?
Yes, and you're still pretty young.
I'm 26.
Yeah. This kid's only like 15.
Yeah, and the reason
Oh.
the reason that you're a grandparent is your daughter, child number 2,
Dang it,
really
Patrice.
really wanted to be Patrick and Patrice. Okay, sorry, no judgment. Wanted to be on 16 and Pregnant. So they're actually 16, not 15, and they wanted to reach MTV stardom. What are your thoughts on your child literally impregnating herself just to make it on MTV?
Fame comes with a cost. You know that? From our YouTube show.
I mean, we're kind of a lot to live up to being YouTube stars, having 12 kids, being under 27 years old, driving Bugattis everywhere. So I understand where she's coming from, but I'd probably tell her that's probably not the best way to gain her fame by having a child with a rando. I mean, because we still uphold the Christian morals in our household.
Except when it comes to weed brownies.
All right, this grandchild gets a little older, becomes a fan of Liverpool football.
Luckily, I'm already dead, so... Over my dead body.
And there you have it. That's the whole reason Amy dies at age 27 is because she is a grandchild who becomes a Liverpool fan.
Sounds accurate.
Ben, what are you going to do? Do you have a Premier League soccer team?
I do not.
A couple months ago, I wouldn't even know what that sentence meant, so thank you, Amy Long.
I never had TV growing up, so I didn't really watch sports. But, you know, as I say, happy wife, happy life. So if this kid is our grandchild is a Liverpool fan, we're going to change that real quick.
Not super progressive, but that's fine. You're your own people.
You can have that one thing where you're not the most...
Yeah.
All right, your whole life is plotted, and it's not even 8 o'clock on a Monday.
So, what are you feeling right now towards each other? Yeah, I think you make a pretty good team.
I'm excited to meet our kids.
Amy,
Sound like
we're
a
going to be
blast.
rock stars.
We are.
Be stay-at-home YouTube stars,
Oh my
That's Ben's
gosh.
dream.
popping out kids. It actually is my dream to be a YouTube star one day. Who knows?
We did it.
Watch out, Casey Neistat. I'm coming for you.
Oh, you could
We
go on
did it.
adventures with your kids.
Yeah.
All right, I can't wait to hear about your first date outside of this. I can't wait to hear about the proposal 3 weeks later.
Yeah, you're running out of time. We propose on our show if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do. We'll get back to you on that.
Oh, I'm so excited.
We'll tell Amy next time she's on because even though she's found love, we still have to have her on once a month. That's how the show works. And she can just bring you on.
Oh, I thought we were just gonna have to end our show.
All right.
It's finished.
And this is the
No,
first
I meant
one.
like forever.
I know.
Oh, you were very eager. I don't like that.
I was just going to make a quick transition, make it abrupt. Thought it was kind of funny. All right. Any parting words?
Bye.
God bless.
All right. Well, now that we are finishing and they're just staring at each other lovingly, I'd just like to add that due to Easter weekend, our plans are a little different for Monday's show. I believe we will be recording it this Wednesday afternoon at 2, from 2 to 3. And so if you're available, you can listen to it then, or it'll be on YouTube afterwards. And we'll probably make sure it goes on air that Monday anyways, like we did with our Sunday episode last week. So also, that Monday show, that Stealth Monday show that's actually a Wednesday show, when it goes on that Monday, we are going to receive an influx of new listeners because finally the season of Lent will have ended. Nobody can say, oh, I'm sorry, I gave up radio for Lent. I'll listen. They're going to be like, I've been dying to listen to it. I've just been so steadfast in my Christian beliefs that I could not do so.
Okay, the end. Goodbye.